Uh, so this is my um, Module 21, Unit 3, Activity 2 reflection. So as a cohort, we talked about different things from autism on a spectrum. We talked about dyslexia, dysgraphia, and dyscalculia, and social and emotional disorders in our presentation. So what I've learned is, I mean, um, as a teacher, I actually had a student, because in the state of Maryland, we rate them on a number scale. If you're 13, you have autism, but you're on the borderline. Like, you can still function at a high rate. And reading after, I think Nancy, uh, it relates back to me working with my students. Um, so then we talked about dyslexia, dysgraphia, and dyscalculia. The reason why that one takes a whole heart part to me is because my son Samuel has dyslexia, dysgraphia, and dyscalculia. I mean, he's a very high functioning child because that builds off of what Nancy said. And he's able to do it, but it has to be at a slower pace. If you give it to him all at once and you want him to answer within the 5 minutes, or say 1 minute, he doesn't get it. But as we put the paper in front of him and let him see what he's doing, he can actually do really great. Dysgraphia, it is his wording. And not just wording, it's also how he would say things. And this is like a big thing for me to really learn, especially after so much of their life, is how to see how it affected handwriting, and it also worked with his motor coordination skills. His mindset is freaking awesome. And then he has this calculus, that work with his math. Unfortunately, I would actually say, looking at my son Samuel and then his older brother, who both have this calculus, if you get them in the right place, the right point in time, in the right atmosphere, their math can go beyond. But if you keep them in a general classroom, they're not able to perform. But when they get the more of the arithmetic study of one-on-one, they learn, which is greatly. I mean, that works with the mental superiority learning, his obsessive learning, and his positive reinforcement. Because once he starts to see what he can do, and as we put it on the refrigerator, we're always praising him. Social and emotional disorders, um, that is very big in common with our youth, talking about anxiety, low conduct, and a lot of students are not classed as autism or not, but we put them on a spectrum which can allow for ADA laws, IDA laws, 504 laws to come in place to also supplement that.